Good morning, student. Yesterday we started the lesson Adjectives and its kinds, and we saw three types of adjectives. They are adjectives of quality, adjectives of number, and adjectives of quantity. Okay. So before that, what is mean by adjective? Tell me. Yes, adjectives means they are the describing words. They describe something about noun in the sentence, or they give some extra information about noun in the sentence. Now we'll see adjectives of quality. Adjectives which answer the question of what kind are called adjectives of quality. Next is adjectives of number. Adjectives which answer the question how many are called adjectives of number. And the third one we saw, that is adjectives of quantity. Adjectives which answer the question how much are called adjectives of quantity, isn't it? Now we'll continue with the next two types. The next type is demonstrative adjective. Yes, next type is demonstrative adjectives. What is mean by demonstrative? The word demonstrative means showing or pointing to something. It means we are showing to anyone or we are pointing towards someone. It is called demonstrative. So for this we use this, that, these, those. Isn't it? For pointing something, we are using these words. They are called demonstrative adjectives. We use this and that with singular and uncountable nouns, and we use these and those with plural nouns. Isn't it? For example, this house is large, which is our near. That house belongs to Anu, which is very far. These rooms are new. They are near, and those rooms are airy. They are very far. This, that, these and those used as demonstrative adjectives are always used before nouns. For example, this book is thick. Here book is the noun and this is a demonstrative adjective which is used before noun. And demonstrative pronoun are not followed by a noun. They refer to a noun. For example, look at this. Understood? So in this way, we can use the four adjectives as a demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative means showing or pointing to something. Here is question number D. A, B, C, D, 4 columns are given and we have to make sentences using the words in the column. So you can make it as your own. Okay. Now the next is possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives are my, our, your, his, her, its and their. Now what is meant by possessive adjective? Possessives means they show the possession. Possession means that particular things belongs to whom. They show the possession. They are always used before noun. For example, her father is a teacher. Here, her is the possessive adjective. My aunt has a pet tomcat. His name is Spot. His fur is brown. Here, my, his are the possessive adjectives. Understood? What is the possessive adjectives? Possessive adjectives are my, our, your, his, her, its and their. They show possession. They are always used before nouns. They are called possessive adjectives. Now here also one chart is given. And by using this chart, we have to make the different sentences. Got it? Now, till here we saw the different kinds of adjectives. Now we'll see the formation of adjectives, how the adjectives are formed. Here are some rules. 8 rules are there. Adjectives can be formed by adding some letters to nouns and verbs. The first one, by adding able to certain nouns. For example, comfort plus able is comfortable. Second, by adding y to some nouns. For example, oil plus y is oily. Here, oil is the noun. Why we added y to that oil or that noun and it becomes oily. Third number, by adding ish to some nouns. For example, fool plus ish is equal to foolish. Fourth one, by adding ful to some nouns. For example, cheer plus ful is cheerful. Fifth, by adding able to some verbs. For example, enjoy plus able is enjoyable. Next, by adding ive to some verbs. For example, attract plus ive is attractive. By adding ful to some verbs. For example, help plus ful is equal to helpful. Next, by adding iess to some verbs. For example, by adding less to some verbs. For example, use plus less, less is useless. So, in this way, we can form the adjectives. Take a look. Now here, task is given. Complete these sentences by writing the correct adjective form of the noun or verb in the brackets. So in each sentence, in the bracket, nouns or verbs are given. We have to write its correct adjective form. So the first one, the dash in bracket fear, knight fought with the dragon. So here, we have to make adjective from fear and we have to add less, less to the fear. So it becomes fearless. Second one, the weather is quite dash cloud and dash wind. So we have to add y to these words to make it adjective. Answer is cloudy and windy. The weather is quite cloudy and windy. Understood? So in this way, we have to make the adjectives from the given words in the bracket in each sentences. So students, have you understood the lesson? Here in this lesson, we saw the 5 types of adjectives and how the adjectives are formed. What are the rules for this? Here is a summary of the lesson. Take a short look. Okay? Thank you.